What's up, Pillow Gang? It's your boy Kill 'Em Softly here. I'm back with another tips and tricks video. This time we're going to be talking about Apex Legends. Apex has been out for a little over a week now, and it has absolutely exploded onto the gaming scene. It's got over 25 million players logged on so far, and 2 million concurrent players, and it's only getting bigger. I figured I could share some quick tips that I've learned that may be helpful for new players, and possibly shed some light on some mechanics that current players may not know about. And I apologize for the way my voice sounds. I just got over a nasty cold, so please bear with me. I'm still a little stuffy here. Alright, first things first. Did you know if you hold down the jump button while you're next to a wall, you can climb up it and reach higher locations than you thought you might be able to? And you can also do a trick where you go to shimmy up it, and when you grab the ledge, you stop holding down the forward joystick or forward key, depending on if you're on console or on PC. And once you reach the ledge and you stop that animation, you can hold on to the side of the ledge and peek over it and see if it's safe on the other side.
I bet you could hide from somebody like that. Like if they chase you around a corner and you just like hung right here real quick. Does it look obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Is it? Okay.
Another cool thing that I found is at the beginning of the match, when you're waiting to drop from the deploy ship, you can zoom in with your ADS button, and you can zoom in on the map and see where you want to land or whatever you want to do. It's not really that big of a game changer, but I thought it was pretty cool. One of my favorite mechanics is you can kick doors completely off the hinges by hitting the melee button next to a door, and if you melee it twice, you can completely break the door. And this is really useful when Caustic is placed his canisters to block the doors. Oh yeah, Caustic canisters can block doors, so be prepared for that.
Oh. Damn it. I can't get in there. I blocked it with the fucking thing. Come down. Yeah, come off the side. Yeah. Dude, look, I can't get in the door. I fucking blocked it with the thing. And I can't get up in the building now.
Pathfinder's grappling hook can be kind of intimidating the first time you use it, but once you get a little used to it, one thing to keep in mind is that your direction that you swing in is based off of the direction that you're aiming. So if you're swinging off your grapple, just always keep your aim at a 90-degree angle, because that's the limit at which the grapple hook breaks. And if you do that, you can achieve some pretty crazy movement around the map by slinging yourself up on top of things, or like slinging yourself around corners and stuff like that. So play around with it and see what you can do. One other thing that Pathfinder can do is scan satellite links that are scattered around the map, and these reveal where the next circle is going to be. So if you're a team that's trying to get to that late game circle and use the map to your advantage, you can do this and kind of plan out your positioning on the map to either stay away from enemies or kind of predict where the next enemies are going to be coming from. So one thing you may not have known about Wraith Portals is that down players can also use them to portal to another location, and this can be useful to portal down players to a safer location to revive them. And one thing to keep in mind about this is that a lot of times the enemies will try to follow the down player through the portal. So if you're the person trying to revive on the other side, you need to be aware that the down player may have some company right behind them, so be aware of that before just going for the revive.
You lost this one.
So if you picked up a sniper scope, you may have noticed the mill dots on the sniper scope, and these are actually pretty accurate to help you judge the bullet drop in the game. And the mill dots are measured by 100-meter increments. So if you're looking at the rangefinder that's on the scope and it tells you like 200 something yards, then start off by putting the mill dot on the 2 mark, and that'll kind of give you a pretty good estimate as to where the bullet drop is going to end up. You may have noticed the little blue rings that are on the minimap sometimes. These are telling you where the global supply drops that drop each round, where they're going to land at. And that can be useful for, planning out your next move or trying to figure out where some enemy players might be. In addition to the gold tier guns that can appear in the supply drops, like the Mastiff shotgun and the 50 cal sniper rifle, there are also gold versions of the standard weapons that can be random drops in the hot drop circle, and that's the blue circle that you can see when you're first spawning in on the match. And these weapons come fully kitted with gold attachments, so they are pretty good at giving you an upper hand at the beginning of a match. So I'm pretty sure you already know that you can bring back an eliminated teammate by picking up their player card and taking it to a respawn location, but you probably didn't know that you don't have to be the one that deposits the player card at the respawn station. So you can go to pick up a player card and have your teammate go to the respawn station at the same time, and as soon as you pick up the card, your teammate can bring back that person at the respawn station, and that way you're bringing back your teammate a lot faster. So despite some of the legends being bigger than other legends, they all have the same run speed, and the Apex devs have addressed this and told the community that they all actually have the same run speed. It's just that depending on the size of the character, they've changed the arm animations when you're running to look, slower or faster depending on the size of the character, but they're all actually running the same speed. And speaking of speed, holstering your weapon is the best way to get speed in this game. And you can do that by holding down the switch weapon button on console, or 3 by default if you're on PC. And this by default makes you run a lot faster. And you can use this to escape the storm or a firefight if it's not going your way. And I use it as a good habit to just holster my weapon whenever I'm just running around while I'm not engaging enemies. And this way I can loot a lot faster, and I become a harder target to hit if anybody's trying to take surprise shots at me. Alright guys, that's all the tips that I have for this video. Hopefully you learned something new. And if you enjoyed the content, hit the like button down below. And if you have some thoughts or criticisms about it, leave a comment. You can keep up with the schedule and gaming discussions on Twitter. And you can join the stream on Twitch to see all my potato aiming in full force. All of which are linked down below. Stay soft, gang.